Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. Today we're going to be carrying on with the story for the fatalistic signalman, and I believe I only have one more box to find, and I think it's the one by Trader's Wood. I think it's over here. I've actually forgotten. Let's go find out. Do I have enough fuel and supplies? Let's make sure that we do. I could get a couple sacks of verdant seeds. I don't think I've got many of those in my bank. So it could be useful to get these. You know, let's buy them. The weight's going to be a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Fuel. Let's buy 3 and 3. Let's head off. And hopefully we'll find some bronzewood. As well. Whoops. Let's hope that doesn't hit someone's house. That could be problematic on the insurance form. As the missile flies in through the kitchen window. Oh yeah, that's right, I remember. There's bloody cantankeries everywhere. Oh, almost blew myself up. Let's lose terror. Because I was kind of tempted to lower my terror in Port Haven, but... Okay. We reverse. Well, that's a curious problem. Luckily, he finds it hard to dodge missiles, but still... It's a little bit of a problem. Wasn't something that I anticipated running into. Normally these are up by Hybris, but I guess Trader's Wood is another place where they can hang out, huh? And it's gone into crazy mode. One more? Uh-oh. There we go. Nice. Explains all the cantankeries though, doesn't it? A colonized cantankery pulverized. Let's destroy the remains. Lower my terror. Again, gain ourselves a sky story. Alright. I think it's easier for me to go down this middle passage, but I feel like nothing interesting is ever in the middle passage, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. I could send the bat out, see if we can see anything that's salvageable. Found something. That's the way we're going. Sure, why not? Let's go check it out. Maybe it's bronzewood. I'm not going to hold my breath, but maybe. I need to look up what the fatalistic signalman actually buffs with my skills. Ooh, look, here's some bronzewood. Hell yeah. Please don't summon anything nasty. Nice. I will accept one piece of bronzewood. I'm pretty sure this is the most efficient way to get bronzewood, is to just fly around the outside of the map trying to find spawns for it. I'm kind of weirded out how the bat found this, but didn't find that, even though it's closer. Maybe this is somehow more important? Oh look, something grave. I keep accidentally clicking. I don't know what's going on with my brain today. The Syracuse. Do we need to repair our ship? We do a little bit. Let's do that. Nice. Oh dear. Our orders. Got him. Let's explore the captain's cabin. The sullen stewed gossip is never in short enough need. Oh, yeah, okay, no, something. Oh, it's just supplies. Okay. Oh, and it wasn't even supplies. It was just a repair. Oh, where am I going? I am going up north here. Oh, so we're almost at full health. That's nice. Nightmares are a little bit worrying, but what are ways we can keep that low? Hopefully it doesn't end up being too much of an issue. Hoping we find more bronzewood. That's I could send the bow again. I mean, we've got loads of supplies. Let's just see if we can find something. I missed. I missed again. How embarrassing. It found something. What were the odds is behind me? Let me just quickly loot this. Take the sullen stewed gossip. I think there is a chance for it to be something else, but... something to crave behind me. Is it going to be sky eels? I'm going to go check it out of curiosity. Yeah, it's just nestled in this nook. Yes, it is. I do not have cannery. No free supplies for me. How upsetting. That would have been useful. Never say no to free supplies. O'Sullivan's site. I really hope this is the part of the Isambard line, because if it isn't, I'm gonna look like an idiot. I can hear another one of those bloody cantankeries. Let me guess. It's gonna be blocking the way, isn't it? I mean, it kind of sounds like it's already going insane. It might well be. It looks like that Reach Marauder's giving it the runaround. Ooh. Nice. We're going to be a problem, aren't you, sir? I'm actually amazed that Reach Marauder managed to survive the encounter with the cantankery. That seems incredible. The amount of bullets that these things fire out. I could try and get some supplies? Nah, let's destroy its remains. Let's keep our terror low. With that sky story. Let's get some unusual cargo? Sure, why not? A distressingly odored barrel. Gained a fuel. Nice. And here's part of the Isambard line. I recognise that anyway. Good, I was right. How come I don't have a name on this one? I've definitely been here before. Let's get close to it, see if we can... There we go. Whelping's Rest. Window cracks have accreted a filling of moss green dust. Once white paint is yellowed and peeling. The signal box possesses a faded dignity, like a beleaguered butler. It was designed with pride to be part of that great folly, the Isambard line. Inside, beneath a desk covered with rusted levers, is a luggage trunk. Yes, we shall deposit. A signalman here. Inside, skeletal leaves are scattered across the floor. Locating a broom, the signalman sweeps it clear. Then he turns his attention to the door. Repairing it is an awkward job for one pair of hands, so you lend him yours. The two of you work in easy silence, one holding while the other hammers, one measuring while the other trims. When you've rehung the door, it swings easily on its freshly oiled hinges, the latch dropping firmly into place. "Good job well done," he says, as if that's thanks enough. Shutting the door carefully behind him, he hops back onto your locomotive. I do believe that means we've done everything we need to do, so let's read the ledger before we leave, so we can get a vision of the heavens, or a sky story, a vision of heavens, nice. And let's see if we can leave and talk to him on our ship. Here we go. Ask if he is satisfied with the state of the signal boxes. You have visited each of the 4 Isambard line signal boxes, as he requested. He is in his cabin, surrounded by the notes and pages of his unfinished signalling catalogue. A dim light illuminates the scribbling path of his pen on a fresh page. His pace has increased recently. Aye, a good job well done. But if you'll excuse me, I've a chapter to finish. As you leave, though, he calls back to you. Professor! His brown eyes are firm. Thank you. I don't know why you bothered, but you did. The signalman needs nothing else from you at the moment. In 2,000 experience. I can see how his work progresses. He is polite, but distracted. He is clearly relieved when you signal your impending departure from his cabin. Thank you, Professor. I'll be getting on with this then. He gestures at the sheaf of papers before him. Okay, so I think now we just have to wait for time to pass in order for that to work. Should we get a lustrum while we're here? Did we leave somebody in lustrum? I feel like we might have. It's close enough for me to want to go check it out. If our mining claim... I can't remember if we used up our mining claim. I didn't buy a new one. It's possible there's no one at lustrum. We shall check. I don't know who I'm going to do next, actually, in terms of officers. The aunt is a very good storyline, so I might do her storyline. It relates to the death of the son, which is a very core part of the story of Sunless Skies. In fact, what does she actually want? Hang on, let me talk to her. She's taken over one of your nicer cabins, which she has ruthlessly redecorated. That is a preponderance of ugly ornaments balanced precariously on tiny tables. Hideous antimacassars adorn every available surface. Your aunt occupies a felt armchair in the centre of the horror, where she spends her time either knitting or solving truly mind-boggling cryptic crosswords. So we can converse with our inconvenient aunt. She wants a tale of terror. I'm rather busy, she insists. Perhaps if you tell her something ghoulish, she'll pay attention to you. Good lord, you all right? She immediately bakes you a batch of scones. She doesn't even comment on the order in which you apply the jam and cream. I know what'll cheer you up, she says briskly. I've been invited to a little soiree by Bunty, she pauses. An old school friend. I think she's the head of the Deniable Constables. Now? You'll come with me, won't you? It'll take your mind off things. She considers for a moment. I must warn you, it's a very particular evening. Old enmities put aside, that sort of thing. It's at Carillion. Ah. Well, that's useful, because Carillion is right... Ooh, Lustrum or Carillion? I mean, technically, there's nothing stopping me doing both. Let's go to Lustrum. Then we'll go to Carillion. I don't remember the specifics of her story, but I just remember it was really good. So that's going to be fun. I know we're going to end up in Albion, and it's going to be crazy. Hopefully we don't end up in the Blue Kingdom or anything like that. Even though I do need something to force me to go back there. I think with our missile launcher now, I think we're pretty much set to be okay compared to what we were before. I need to put aside my fear and just, you know, go. Not like it's that... Like, the great thing about the Blue Kingdom is it costs you something to get in, but it doesn't cost you anything to get out. It's not like a lot of the places. We still need to go to Pan as well, God. Maybe I should do that. Okay, do I have anything in the claim fields here? Oh no. My claim is silent. More prospectors keep flooding into town. Every day new claims are snapped up. Most will leave with nothing but regret. You may not have made great riches out of this place, but at least you leave to new opportunities and new adventure. Not all are so lucky. Okay, so there wasn't anything here. That's mildly upsetting. Let's, how long do I have left in the episode? Enough time. Let's go to Carillion. I could bait some Scribe Spinsters out of that place, but honestly, I don't fancy it. My combat skills do not need to be tested. Is it quicker for me to go through the desolation of Salbia? I don't think it is, because I'd have to go around here, so it's about the same, I think. Good lord, actually Carillion's quite far away. I think we have enough fuel. Does Carillion sell fuel? Uh-oh. No. How much do I need to panic about that? I got 4 barrels. I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna panic buy. Lustrum sells fuel, and it's right here, so let's not risk it. Last time you climbed the mountain, Vagabond, you became a millionaire. It's like the one part I remember about your story. Let's buy ourselves some fuel. Oh, I could get these gourds of nectar going cheap. That's very cheap. I didn't realise, but I have a funny feeling the Vagabond is based off of a real character, like a real person. Which is kind of cool. There was a millionaire who decided to choose the life of the hobos, as they called themselves back in the day. More of a derogatory term these days, but at some point it was a well-liked term. Things you learn, eh? Right, we should have enough fuel and stuff now, and we got gourds of nectar. I need to go back to the bank, actually. Got 8 gourds of nectar in the ship right now. Good lord. That's a lot of nectar. If we could get a prospect that wants nectar, we could make a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of that was free, and well, the ones we bought then was cheap. I think only... What's the name of the place? Bloody hell. Thanks, brain. Magdalene's. Magdalene's is the place that tends to want gourds of nectar, so that should be remarkably useful. I can hear nasty things. There's no way it's going to be an issue. Make sure I don't miss my turning, because that would be embarrassing. Oh no, not where you thought you were. It cost me 2 fuel to double back. I'm going to double back. Just, it's not worth it. You pick your way across the sky while the hours tick by and your crew grow fretful. Eventually, your chart and surroundings align again. Continue your weary journey. Gained 5 terror, not good. Oh, the absence of cigarette smoke. A junior signaller follows you in the galley. She asks if you've seen the fatalistic signalman, who hasn't reported for duty today. The other crew haven't seen him since he retired to his cabin last night, but the junior signaller has tried knocking and received no response. Several crewmen exchange glances, but the young signaller says she's already checked the exterior hatch and found it securely closed. A macabre but pragmatic precaution. Well, let's check his cabin. As captain, you don't need to wait for to come in. His cabin is empty. His belongings are gone. His bed is neatly made. All that remains are the newspaper clippings the signalman retrieved from the overgrown signal box, spread across the tiny table. The smell of tobacco still clings to them. You glance at their headlines. Ambitious plan to ring the reach. New line to be miracle of modern engineering. Construction begins on Isambard's 5th signal box. Wait. 5th signal box? You only visited 4. The article claims that despite recent setbacks, the Squire was building a final signal box in the vicinity of Hybris. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Actually don't know where that is. Obviously Hybris is up here, but I don't remember going past a signal box. We could be up here, I suppose. Damn. Do I want to start? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the aunt's storyline. And then it's probably going to end up being in the next episode. We'll go up to Hybris. Oh, that's going to suck. Really don't like Hybris. Ah! Ow! I missed. Yeah. Getting beaten up by Cantankerous, that's not good. Let's lose terror, because our terror is quite high. Right, Corellian is behind me. I'm pretty sure we're going to meet the devils or something. We're meeting the enemies of the state. Or the old enemies of the state, I suppose. The same rivalries don't exist in quite the same levels as they did in London. Old London, that is. New London's got a whole set of new problems. Another Cantankerous? Seriously? Get out of here. Lose terror again, disperse the rubble. Never hurts to be kind to the skyfarers around us. Let's go down this way. I think the dock is here. Yeah. Let's go see the aunt. Is she going to be... Ah, let's do the overgrown shrine first, shall we? Because that'll lower our terror. Nice. Is she going to be in the foyer? Yes. Attend a candle-lit soiree with the inconvenient aunt. She insisted that it will do you good. Come on, she says, a fierce gleam behind her spectacles. Your aunt, chattering constantly, guides you through the ash-grey stone chambers of Corellian. Eventually, you reach a little door in one of the less travelled back ways. Your aunt knocks thrice. The door swings open. A severe, scarred old woman peeks out. Bunty! Your aunt cries happily. After a brief introduction, Bunty ushers you inside. You emerge into a room with high, mirrored ceilings. Its dark panelled walls are illuminated by dripping crimson candles. Revolutionaries consort with ministerial auditors. Devils drink with bright-eyed ministers of the new sequence. A famous Takadi general is highly occupied with a distinguished admiral. What has she brought you to? Let's look for your aunt. She's disappeared into the crowd. This does not bode well. Or we can mingle. Screw it. Let's mingle. It's a party. Besides, your aunt can look after herself. You introduce yourself to very many personages. Some great and good, most borderline criminal. Everyone seems to believe you already know the rules, so you learn a number of surprising things about the information networks of the High Wilderness. Most crucially, the extent to which their frequent contact breeds certain mutual understandings. Suddenly you hear the familiar crunch of boiled sweets at your ear. Your aunt has returned. Her expression is aghast. Let's get out of here. I've learned something about a rendezvous at St. Dunstan's. He refuses to say more. Okay, do we have to speak with her on our ship? Yeah, we do. What was all that about St. Dunstan's? What got her so shaken up at Corellian? When I was a gal, I used to do a bit of spying for the Crown. Now I've been out of the trade for years, but I couldn't help but overhear an intriguing conversation. People rarely pay attention to ladies of age. Gives you a look, as though daring you to disagree. They said revolutionaries helped our government conquer Albion. They mentioned a secret rendezvous at St. Dunstan's between 4 representatives, a new sequencer, a revolutionary, and 2 members of Her Majesty's government. I have to get to the bottom of this. It's my duty. She tilts her chin defiantly. I have a friend at Port Prosper who owes me a favour. And we can get lunch. Okay. So the aunt wants us to go to Port Prosper. And the fatalistic signalman wants me to get a bloody hybris. They literally couldn't be further apart if they tried. But I think I'm going to worry about it in the next episode. So I'm going to thank you all very much for being here. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel and the coffee supporters. It really does mean the world to me and help me keep making these videos. But as always, I'll see you next time.